What's up, guys? This is my 3-gallon Pico Reef. It is a cute little all-in-one tank. There's really not much room out here in the front. It's about 8 inches by 11 inches in the actual display of it. The tank's about 3 months old and it is just about ready for coral. There's a little baby mushroom up here in the front. He's been in there for a week or so now. He's been happy. Probably do another water change and add a frog spawn or some more softies soon. We'll see. Picked out this light from Amazon. It was about $50. It's like the cheapest light you can get right now for growing coral. There's some positive reviews for it. I don't know anybody who's used it, but it should do well in this little tank. The light came with this remote here, but I don't think it's that easy to use. The channel changing is a little bit unpredictable and I couldn't really find that good of directions on it. There's a chance I am just using it wrong because nobody else was complaining about that. I was actually motivated to make this tank after watching Inappropriate Reefer's $146 10-gallon build. Somebody in my reef club was selling this tank for 50 bucks. I scooped that up. I got the light for 50 and the rock and sand I had. I grabbed a new pump for it for 10 bucks. Those Kedson pumps on Amazon. And there's actually no filtration running on it for the last couple months. It's just been this rock. The rock was taken out of a well-established reef tank and it had a lot of good little animals on it. So there's spaghetti worms in the tank now and copepods and amphipods all running around in the sand. I've just been feeding the tank a little bit of coral food or mysis shrimp once a week, twice a week. Feed all those little critters. There's also 2 blue leg hermits in here. As long as no algae starts growing, I don't think we'll add any snails for the time being. Tank really kind of seems too small for snails anyways. I am going to add a type of filtration soon though. There is about a 2-inch by 6-inch compartment in the back here. And in there I will be putting a refugium. I'm going to build a refugium by taking this red LED strip that I got on Amazon, meant for growing plants, or they say is meant for growing plants, and I am going to mount it to a piece of acrylic that I cut out to be the shape of this compartment in here. And so that is going to sit right on there. The light will be pointing down and growing some chaetomorpha in the back. That will be the only filtration on this tank though. Let's hope it will be enough. I don't plan on putting any fish in here or anything. It is just going to be a coral tank. Here's the piece of acrylic that I cut for the refugium. I'm going to paint it black before setting it in here. It does fit in perfectly. A little too perfect. It does fall through, so I just cut an extra piece of acrylic to glue into here as a little holder.
Here I'm applying the adhesive LED strips to the bottom of the black painted acrylic.
It's been about a week since I started this project. Didn't have much time to work on it since Thanksgiving, but finally got the Refugium light built and mounted. There it is back there. This is just sitting in here. Just fits in tightly. The acrylic is the same size as the opening, so it just fits in tightly. And I did mount a little end piece there to help it sit on at the end. So, yep, here's how it turned out. It's pretty bright. One thing I'm worried about is how much light, red light, is coming through the slight gaps here. Especially this one at nighttime. That's going to be pretty annoying. What I might do is super glue some painted acrylic to the other side of this piece on the bottom, kind of around the grate, so that the water could fall through and down, but the light from the LED strip would be only being reflected back through the grate, not being shown straight through it. As I'm filming this, it feels like a good time to add more coral. This tank's been cooking for, it seems like 8 weeks now, maybe even 9 or 10 weeks, so it feels like time. And this new coral, we'll see how this guy does. I will evacuate him if necessary, if he starts to look not good, but I just put him in about a minute ago, so he's obviously pretty closed up. Day 2 of the frog spawn in the Pico tank. He is doing very well. Lights have been on for about an hour or two, and yeah, he's opening up nicely. So I'm gonna do a water change on this tank in the next day or two, and just make sure no more flesh recedes from the bottom of him.